They've also added a couple of different things to this one that we didn't see in the previous one. Hello fellow Aussians, I'm the Louisiana Quadling, a Wizard of Oz collector and enthusiast, sharing with you my thoughts, my collection, and a little bit of my musical talent with all of you. And welcome to my channel. Today, we're looking at another Wicked Witch themed figurine. I'm Melting was released by the Franklin Mint in 2000. The figurine originally retailed for $135 US. And just like the previous Franklin Mint piece that I covered, I don't have the original outer cardboard box for this one. I only have the styrofoam insert. And when comparing this one to the other pieces from this collection, this is one of the smaller styrofoam pieces, so it's at least a little bit easier to store than the others. And here is the figurine deboxed. Just like the previous one, this one is made with tesserae porcelain. The Franklin Mint describes it as a combination of powdered porcelain with resin. I have never heard of this porcelain being used outside of the Franklin Mint, so I'm assuming that this is something that the Franklin Mint created themselves for their own pieces. And the figurine, of course, depicts the scene of Dorothy splashing that bucket of water onto the Wicked Witch, and the witch meets her unfateful demise. I don't want to repeat myself, but I just have to say that with all of these Franklin Mint pieces, there's just so much really cool movement with the way that they have carved and designed the characters. It's really cool. They've also added a couple of different things to this one that we didn't see in the previous one. So this one in particular, Dorothy, her ruby slippers have a little bit of glitter on them, not a whole lot, but there's just a little bit on there. I'm not sure if you can see it, or if you will be able to see it, but there's a little bit of glitter on those slippers. I do think it's a little bit of a missed opportunity to not have that translucent resin be used for the fire. I think I would have done that instead of having just some painted resin here, but it's still a really nice piece. This one is also different from the other Franklin Mint pieces in that there are no detachable pieces. A lot of the other pieces either feature a snow globe or, like in the previous one that I covered, a crystal ball that is completely removable from the piece. This one is just one complete piece. And amazingly, I actually have some of the original paperwork. There's this cute little fold-out that gives a description of the piece, and if you'd like to read the entire description, you can of course pause the video. On the back is a certificate of authenticity. Separately from this, there would have been another certificate, and I think there was another piece of paperwork. I'm not entirely sure, since I'm not sure any of mine have everything with them. So I'm not, so if you know, comment down below. Also, like our other pieces, this one has felt on the bottom, which makes it very easy to maneuver this onto whatever surface that it's on, and also it won't scare you that it won't scratch whatever surface it's on. Depending if you're going to display this in a glass cabinet or on a wood shelf, you at least have some reassurance that this piece won't be scratching anything. But also on the bottom is a little description and a copyright. And the copyright is 1999, but that's not when this piece was released. I've noticed there is a little bit of confusion as to when some of these Franklin Mint pieces were originally released. So, here is the original catalog entry advertising for this figurine, and it was released in 2000. So I hope that clears up at least some of the discrepancies of when this particular Franklin Mint piece was released. Out of all of the pieces from this collection, this is one of the rarer ones. While it's not the rarest one, it is still a little bit rarer. If you should want to add this one to your collection, expect to pay anywhere between $50 to $100. Do you collect any of the Franklin Mint Wizard of Oz pieces? Comment down below. And if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.